Hey guys, it's me. From abandoned asylums to haunted houses, I bring you scary stories from around the world. And this one comes from a place where some of us spent most of our time, but not all of us got out alive. Here are 3 terrifying true school horror stories that will haunt your soul forever. No, 3, The Locker's Whisper. Imagine going to school and hearing whispers coming from the lockers late at night. You might think it's just a bunch of kids playing. In fact, you probably did think that. That was what a girl thought when she heard this strange noise coming from her school's locker room. She told her friends about the faint whispers that seemed to echo through the halls every night. They always faded away when she got closer, so she could never pinpoint exactly where they were coming from. But then one day she heard it again, and it whispered her name. Alone in the nearly empty hallway, she decided to investigate. She walked slowly toward the sound until she was sure it was coming from her locker. She put her hand on the cool metal door and slowly opened it. But when she turned on the light inside, she saw nothing. No one was hiding in the shadows, but she could have sworn she'd heard her name being called. As she reached into the locker to grab her books, her fingers brushed against something. She pulled it out and her blood ran cold. It was a photo of her, and when she looked closely, she realized it had been taken from inside the locker. Had someone been watching her without her knowledge? And if so, why? Maybe you'll find out if you visit the locker for yourself. But if you don't want to be trapped forever, then stay tuned for number 1. And now, moving on to number 2. Number 2, The Blood-Stained Desk. Now picture this. You're sitting in an empty classroom. The only light comes from the window, casting long shadows on the desks and chairs. Suddenly you notice one desk in particular that's glowing faintly in the darkness. As you approach, you see scratches covering its surface, and when you look closer, you realize it's covered in blood. Legend has it that in 1989, a student sat at this very desk, carved his final words into its surface, and then took his own life. Now, decades later, the stains remain, no matter how often they're cleaned. Teachers say that if you sit at the desk at night, you'll feel someone breathing down your neck. So would you dare sit at the desk? Because if you do, you might make a new friend. But if you don't want to make any friends, then check out Number 1. The Phantom Nun. What would you do if you saw a ghost while exploring the forbidden halls of your school? Well, some Catholic boarding school students found out when they encountered a pale nun wandering the halls after midnight. The students hurried down the corridor and out of sight. As they peeked around the corner, they saw the nun standing in front of them. They didn't know what to do, so they stayed hidden until she vanished. Shaken but unharmed, they decided to investigate. The students searched the entire school, but they couldn't find any trace of the nun. They checked the staff directory and the school records, but they found nothing. It turns out that no nuns had lived or died in the school for over 50 years. So who was the ghost, and why was she haunting the halls? Maybe she was searching for her lost soul. And maybe you should search for yours and leave the school quickly, because if you don't, you might become part of its history. And if you want to become part of our family, then click the subscribe button. Then it's time for the final scare. When you hear the bell toll, welcome to the forgotten halls of shadow, where the air is thick with fear and the spirits linger near. If you dare to enter here, beware of the darkness that lies within. 3 terrifying tales I've unveiled, each one more chilling than the last. The locker's whisper, the blood-stained desk, and the phantom nun's relentless quest. Which tale will haunt you in your sleep? The choice is yours to make. But if you seek more scares, I implore, don't go alone. For in these shadows we are strong. A flickering flame, a candle's glow, reveals the secrets hidden below. Our flickering candlelight reveals the secrets hidden in plain sight. Join me, won't you, in this spectral chase, where shadows dance and spirits embrace? But heed my warning, if you please, before you enter, turn and freeze. For once you cross this threshold old, a story of terror will unfold. Do you dare return to the place where nightmares are born? To face the darkness all alone. To face the darkness all alone. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.